Hello people, welcome to Assisting All. This is part 2 of the video of the last video where we were discussing the coding questions of Wipro NLTH exams, Wipro NLTH exam. So today we'll discuss two more questions, and this time I've attached the screenshots as these were the real questions that had come in the Wipro NLTH coding exam, uh, the on-campus drive that was held in November-December. So let's quickly move on to the questions. So first question, let me just read it out to you. The giant IT giant SoftCompInfo has decided to transfer its message to the network using a new encryption technique. The company has decided to encrypt the data using the non-prime number concept. The message is in the form of number, and sum of non-prime digits present in the message is used as the encryption key. Okay, so we have to write an algorithm to determine the encryption key. The input consists of an integer num message representing the numeric form of the message. Print an integer representing the encryption key. So the input would be integer and we have to print the output that as an integer only. Also there is one note given that digits 1 and 0 are considered as prime number. So we have to consider 1 and 0 also as a prime number. Now let us see the input. Input is 45673, output is 10. The non-prime digits are 4 and 6, hence the output is 4 plus 6. Okay, so what we have to do is we'll be given with an input, and from that input we have to find out the digits that are non-prime, and also remember the note that 1 and 0 is also considered as non-prime. So we have to find the sum of all non-prime digits, okay, including 1 and 0. Now let us see how we can solve it. Okay, so I've already written the code in Python. So as it was mentioned in the question, the input would be an integer. So I've taken the input in the variable n, and in the next step, what I'm doing is I am uh, converting that integer into a list of numbers. So if the input is 1 2 3 4 5, a would contain 1 comma 2 3 4 and 5, and then I'm taking a variable s that would store the sum value, the result value. Then I'm taking a flag value for the for finding out if the number is prime or not, like we do in the usual finding prime numbers. This is the basic code of finding prime number. So firstly, I have checked if a of I is 1 or 0, like it was mentioned in the note that if the number is digit is 1 or 0, then also it would be considered non-prime. So if it is 1 or 0, then also it would be added to the variable s, because s is our final result. Then the next few lines of code, that is from 8 to 14, it is the basic code for finding out prime numbers. So we'll run a loop from 2 to a of I, or we can do a of I by 2 also, but I am doing it till a of I, and finding out if any of the numbers from 2 to that number, if any number divides that number, then it is a non-prime, and if it is a non-prime number, then the for loop will break then and there only. And if flag, and for that finding out if it is a prime non-prime number, I am making the flag variable 0. After it comes out of the for loop, it checks if flag value is 0, that means flag value 0 means it is a non-prime number. So if it is a non-prime number, then that value would be added to s, and s is our final result. So that way all the numbers would be checked if it is prime or non-prime, and the final result will be displayed. So now let us check if it is running correctly or not. Okay, so I'm taking 1 2 3 4 5. In this, one is, as in the note it was given, one is considered as non-prime. So 1 and 4, 1 plus 4, 5 should be the output. So the required number of non-prime digits is 5. So it is running correctly. Now let us check for another input. 2 2 second 2 2 2 2 2 and 1 4 maybe. So output should be 4, because 2 is a prime number. So output is 4. Here we can see the output is 4. So our program is running correctly. Now let's move on to the next question and see what it is. So this is the next question. An e-commerce site wishes to enhance its ordering process. They plan to implement a new scheme of OTP generation for order confirmations. The OTP can be any number of digits. For OTP generation, the user will be asked to enter two random numbers. The first number entered should always be smaller than the second number. The OTP is calculated as the sum of maximum and minimum prime values in the range of user entered numbers. Write an algorithm to find the OTP. The input will contain two space separated integers, first number and second number, representing the two numbers entered by user. Both numbers are considered in the range, so the numbers are inclusive. Then the output should be print an integer representing the sum of the largest and smallest prime numbers in the range of given numbers. So suppose the input is minus 97 and 50, the output is 50. Let us see how. The smallest and largest prime numbers within the given numbers are minus 97 and 47 respectively, so their sum is 50. So we have to find out the prime numbers between this range minus 97 and 50, and both of these are inclusive in the range. And then we have to find out the sum of the smallest prime number and the largest prime number. Now let us see the code of this question. So in the question, the input format is two numbers are given in a single line, minus 97 and 50, both were given in the single line. So in Python, I've taken a list L, uh, and the inputs would be in the form of numbers of list. So minus 97 would be the first element of the list and 50 would be the second element of list. So again here I am assigning A to L of 0 and B to L of 1, and I am taking one list X which will store the prime numbers between those two range. Next, I'm finding out which numbers are prime and which numbers are non-prime. Um, we'll use this for loop to find the prime numbers between this range. We have implemented the basic prime finding prime numbers between a range code. If that number is prime, then it would be appended to this list. Okay. X would contain all the prime numbers between that range, and we'll simply add the first element of X and the last element of X and print the value. We are adding the first element of X and last element of X, storing it in the variable S, and then simply printing the S variable. Now let us check if it is right or not. As it was given in the question, minus 97 and 50, we are inputting that only. Answer is 50. Also, it is displaying all the prime numbers between that range. Let us not do that. And again, check. We'll give the same input added as it was given in the question. Answer is coming 50. So it is correct. Now check for another input output. Let us take 10, 10 and 20. So the first lowest prime number would be 11 and highest prime number would be 19. So answer should come 29. 11 plus 29 is equal 11 plus 19 is equal to 30. Yeah, so answer should come 30 and it is coming 30. So our code is correct. Thank you for watching. In the next video I would discuss more such questions. Till then, like, subscribe and share my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon, and please share this video with your friends.